everybody. I know, now we cannot use Zoom. So I was playing with Teams all morning and I created several meetings for my students. And it's not that complicated. Setting up the first time might be, but we can do this. And you know we can. So let me show you how it's done. So the first thing you should do is go to your Office 365 login online. And for those of you who log in directly to your email, right, when you log into your email, on the very top, this waffle menu over here allows you to go to the other apps. So it will look something like this. So if you click in Teams, right, it will log you into the Teams section, and you can go directly into your teams, all the teams that you have. These are the teams that have joined. So I created one for my office hours, one for visual design, one for web client programming, and one for APCSP. I'm going to create one for the CTE department, and I'm going to show you really quickly. You don't need to create a team to have an online meeting, but I like to have a channel where I know where things are. So I'm going to first create a team, and this is going to be, I'm going to go back just a second. This button over here that says join or create team. And these are the preset teams that are created. I'm going to create one. It's going to be for professional learning community, which is all the people in the CTE department. So CTE department PLC, right? And like Word is going to give you some weekly meeting. It's gonna give you a spelling error. Only me can add members for the classes. That's what I did. For this one, because I'm only joining DOE personnel, that is fine. I can actually make it anybody can join, because the only people who can share it are my peers, so I trust them. So click next, and then it's creating the link, and I can start adding people. Because they are in the department, I can go ahead and say hide, and then it's gonna look all to my data, and we're gonna add her, right? But you don't have to do that. You can skip this point and send a link. So it's easier, because I don't want to enter 150 emails from my students. So I'm going to just add one. I just wanted to show you that you could add Department of Education emails really quickly. So I created the team. I can edit the picture of the team, right? I can put something like that reflects of what we do. We are the winning team, so I'm going to put a medal there. I don't know. Whatever you decide. You could upload your own picture if you wanted. Again, you don't need to create a team in order to have an online conference, but it helps a lot. So you keep things organized and you know what classes what. It takes a little while for my internet to load, but it's saving all those changes that I just did. And now I'm going to show you how to create a meeting specifically for that team. What uploading, I had an issue with the image, but here it is. I put a campfire, so this is a powwow of the CTE department. Anyway, you don't need to create a team, but it makes it way easier to organize your classes. I'm suggesting that you create a team for each of your classes so you have it organized, unless you want to have a single meeting for every single class. But then you go on the left, right there where it says calendar, right? And then on the top it says new meeting. You click in the new meeting, really easy, and you add the title, right? CTE PLC department meeting, right? And like Microsoft Office, if you make a mistake, it gives you required attendees. Well, you don't have to have a required attendee. I can put anybody I want. I can put anybody even without DOE account. So I'm gonna put my Gmail account so you can see that anybody with whatever email could join. So as you can see, it shows there, invite Ms. Ramirez. Perfect. But I don't want to type 150 email addresses from my students. So I'm going to make it in a way that you only have to send that specific link to the students. You could add the email address of the students, so only the people that you accept with those email addresses join the team, and you avoid any hooligans trying to troll your class. Anyway, so this meeting is going to happen every Tuesday. We usually meet at 10 in the morning. And let's make it 30 minutes because we need breaks in between classes, go to the bathroom or whatever. And this meeting is going to repeat every week. So it's going to see every Tuesday, starting tomorrow, is going to repeat the meeting. The channel is specifically the team that you created, and you can see the CT department there. I'm going to put it in the general channel, and I'm going to make it that is online, but you could actually put an address if you wanted to. And here, hey guys, here we are meeting for our virtual PLC video conference. Whatever you decide to put in details. Usually you will put the agenda or something here. It's easier if you put it there because then people know what the meeting is about if you haven't told them. Now, you send the link, right? Now, if you see, it appears in my calendar now. And not only appears on the 7th, but it's gonna appear in every week. So you see, every week I'm moving up, that's the meeting is there. Now you're gonna say, well, yeah, but how do people get to the meeting in the first place? Well, if I go to the meeting itself, right, you see they added this little part. And this is the tricky part because anybody receiving the email will quickly click there and join the meeting. But many people don't know that they have to click here. So you're going to say, click below to join. Right? What I like to do is to give them the hyperlink because sometimes people don't know how to click a link. So I'm going to copy that part and I'm going to show you in an empty note. So let me open the note right here. So if I were to paste this in a regular browser like this, again, it's not typing the link, right? So what I want to do is copy the link, right? And I go to a different tab and I paste the link. Now you see how long it is? If I click that and press enter, it's gonna say, well, you want to open Microsoft Teams. I'm already logging with this. So it's asking me to open the application on the computer, right? And I could join right now. I just don't want to show you the application on the computer because many of you are using the iPad or you don't have the application. So I'm gonna open Firefox and I'm gonna bring it up into the screen so you can see what it does when I join the meeting. Now, it takes a little while because I copy the link. It's asking me, do you want to open the application? Right now, I'm not. So I'm gonna use the browser to join the meeting, right? And it's gonna open up in that browser and it's gonna be really, really easy. So let me just show you. So I'm gonna this is Firefox, a different browser. I'm not logged in, right? So this is a free account. I'm gonna paste that link and I'm gonna press enter. And again, it pops up the window. I don't want to use the application. I want you to use the browser. Join the browser instead. And once it joins in the browser, it asks me, what is your name? I'm gonna require the students to put their full name. But for these purposes, I'm gonna join in now, like me, right? Because the meeting hasn't started yet, they go into a waiting room. Someone will meet you, will let you into the meeting soon. So let me show you what it will look like. So here, I can send the update to the meeting to everybody. And in my calendar, it says that I have a meeting there, right? So I can go to the meeting itself, the team, and in the team, it appears automatically in the team that the meeting is going on. If I click on it, I can join, and now I'm gonna join with this video, right? Now I'm joining as Miss Ramirez in this, and you can see here I have two participants, Luna Ramirez, the organizer, and Luna R, the guest. And until I don't approve it, they cannot come in. So once I approve it, that person appears in there, right? And this is the view that you get. Right here, I can actually mute the participant, and I can ask the participant to turn off the camera. Because I'm using the same computer, it cannot use the camera twice, so you don't see it. But from here, you can click that link over here and copy, and it will copy the same link, and you can send it to people too. Like if you started the meeting and somebody forgot, you can copy the link, and in the conversation or chat room, you can paste the link, and people can click from there to join the meeting. Or copy that and give it to somebody else. Now, because this is a PLC and this is a department meeting, I don't care if they share it. For the other ones, I make it private, and I'm gonna make it specifically for those students. But right now, I have two people joining in. I'm looking at his camera, and over here, I could show the different things. I can show meeting notes, I can show the meeting details, I can have a keypad in there if I wanted to calculate something. I can start recording the session for the meeting, and I can show the device settings for my computer and set it up. And again, this is for that meeting, okay? And I have only two participants, which is me and nobody else, right? And this is a way you will look at it. When you see more participants, you will be able to see different windows, and they are seeing you. You can also click share, and you can allow to share a specific application. You can share a PowerPoint, you can do a whiteboard. So it allows you to say, you know what, I'm gonna use a whiteboard, I'm gonna write 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? And you can change the pen, you can erase, right? This is very useful if you want to go ahead and move the board, and you can zoom in the board and write like 2 plus 2 equals 4, and then zoom out of the board, and now it's like very tiny right there, right? So you have a lot of whiteboard to write on. You can even add the web share link to the students, so they could write on the board from wherever they are, okay? And you can at the end take a screenshot of whatever you wrote on the board and send them that screenshot of all the formulas, and you save it. I don't know, the quadratic formula or whatever you taught that day. Okay, so I'm not gonna save it. It's only for demonstration. So once I finish, I'm gonna click here, stop presenting. So that's for the whiteboard. I can also show my desktop window, right? And I can go ahead and show an application window. I can show my email or my Jupyter grades. So I have the Jupyter grades right here. And now that I'm sharing that Jupyter grades, it's gonna show in their screens. And I don't know. Oh, I stopped sharing. Let me just share again. So I'm gonna share application window, specifically Jupyter Grades. I'm gonna share it. And right now I'm sharing that window. And you can see in my guests, this is the guest account, the Luna R account. I can see what it is. And over here is my board, right? So if I click done, right, it takes me to my inbox. It shows on the other screen. Do you see that? Okay, so it shows in the other screen. Whatever I do, I go here, post new message, and it's gonna show over there. It's a little delay from where you do it, but you have to understand it, have to travel through the network. I wanted to show you guys that forums is super useful for me. I created a forum for each class, so if a student have a question, they can post it in the forum. Everybody is required to participate, and if they have a question for me that is related to all the class, I don't have to answer email by email or message by message. I can post a video, or I can answer to the whole group in the forum already. So that was very useful for me. Anyway, at some point you might not want to share anymore, right? So this is a screen. So this is my screen as a moderator or the owner of the session, and this is my guest. When I click stop sharing, it goes back to my screen, but you see they cannot see anything else, right? They can see the participants, and that's it. Okay, and you can actually give them more options in the app. Anyway, I'm gonna disconnect from there. I just wanted to show you that you could share that. The other things that you can share some things that you already have in your files, or freehand InVision, PowerPoint, or you can browse a specific file in your OneDrive that you have that you want to share with the channel. I think is very, very useful, especially if you have all the materials you will already show in class. Show it to them, and as you show it to them, you can record the session. Right now, I can turn on my camera and they will see me. Again, because you can see me in this camera, it will not show here, but the students will be able to see me in the camera, okay? Anyway, when the participant wants to talk to you, they can just use the share conversation, and I haven't sent this any yet. I need to click this button over here to send it. I can send happy faces, like, I can send a GIF, the little puppy, and I can send it, right? Now I'm gonna show you the guest window, okay? This is a guest window. They don't know something is there. I need to tell them you need to go to the chat room, okay? And they need to be able to see the chat room, okay? Because I'm using the browser and because I'm using the same computer, it's not allowing me, but you could do that specifically. So they will be able to see the chat itself, okay? And again, because I'm using a different browser, but these are messages that are there. And when you finish, you can, in these three dots, you can save the chat. Anyway, I'm gonna close that, and that's the way to use Meets. Once you finish, you just press the red button over here, and it hangs up the meeting. And it asks me how good the quality is. I'm gonna pretend it was good, or I can dismiss it. And Luna Ramirez now is no longer in the meeting. Okay, so she cannot see anything, and she can hang up. I usually tell them, make sure you hang up, or you can rejoin later on. Okay, so anyway, when you finish in the team, everything that was in the chat room is gonna appear right there. It's like the minutes, so nobody had to take minutes. All the questions were there. Perfect. And I have access to all my teams from here, right? and each team has a session. And you can see here, I have a session for office hours, and I can go ahead and join the meeting if I want to, right? And once I join the meeting, I can tell it, don't record me, or I can even ask to join, put a background to it, like a blur my background. I'm gonna use my internal speakers, my built-in microphone, and the built-in camera. But if you wanted to use something else, you could change that. And I'm gonna join in with the audio and the video off. Right now, there's no audio, there's no video. By clicking here, I click the video. By clicking here, I make the sound come on. And here are more actions here, right? Because we don't have that free version, or because you are not part of the team, it doesn't give it to you, but there should be an option to make it blur the background. I need to play with it a little bit more. But I thought this will help you in the meantime to set up the different things. One last thing before I leave. I'm gonna end this call, and if you go into the chat room over here, you can see that you can chat with other people before even the meeting started. Okay? And you can have assignments in your class. You can add it in your calendar. It's going to show there. But not only that, if you go to Outlook, right? In Outlook, you have all your emails. And at the bottom, you see the calendar. Look at that. Now, my PLC meeting is right there, right? And I can just go ahead and say, yes, I will attend, or join the meeting directly from there. And I don't have to click 100 clicks to get there. Once I set it up, I go directly to the meeting. So Wednesday, when I have this class, all I have to do is click here, and it will join the class immediately, and the students will be there waiting for me. What else? So I show you how to get the link. Now, all of you saw that link was really long. What I like to do is to change it. So I have Bitly. I created an account with Bitly, and it's free. You can create link. You paste the link, which is, you see how long it is? Make a small link, and you can here say, ITHS CTE meeting, right? And I'm gonna save it. Now that is the link I can send everybody. If I copy it, and I can go ahead and send it to in an email, I can go ahead and email the PLC people or post it in Jupyter Grades. I could go as let's say I'm doing it in Jupyter Grades. You guys like that better. So post, new message. I find the class or the person that I want. So let's say hide. Vander Putin. And just let me, right? Hadel. I can do Gargano. And again, if you are doing it to your students, it's easier because they're going to show there. I don't know the stuff, and I don't have a CTE team in Jupyter Grades. But, Lucien. So I think I have everybody. Oh, Joyce. Right? So I have here my whole team. There is everybody. And I'm going to say PLC virtual meet on Tuesday. Right? and I'm gonna paste that bit link here. Okay, so I'm gonna tell them, just click here on Tuesday at 10 a.m. We will meet for 30 minutes virtual chat, right? And send. Everybody who received that will receive that. And on my message log, you can see what it looks like. There's a bit.ly. Oh, I made a mistake. I didn't put a space. So I can go ahead and say, there it is. Now that's the bit.ly. Make sure you put to make a hyperlink, you need to put HTTP, HTTP, colon, / bit.ly, and that should make it a hyperlink. You see the difference? If you don't have the HTTP, it's not going to make it a hyperlink. You're going to have to copy and paste. But if you put the HTTP colon / and then the link, it's going to make it a link. So if I click there, it automatically takes me to the meet. Okay? You're about to join this whiteboard to collaborate, etc. And it's going to let me in. Of course, because there's nobody there right now, it's not going to join. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. It's asking me if I'm back. I hope this is useful for you guys. I know that I love Zoom, but now that we cannot use it, I thought that this could help everybody. Okay, see you later. Bye, guys. Bye.